Hello, and for those of you that watch these energy updates, welcome to almost the end of the month, moving into the new month ahead, and just wanted to kind of give a little context for what's going on right now. So January was a monumental month. I have never experienced a January like that, probably in my entire life. It was busy, it was productive, it was nonstop, it had depth to it. There was a lot of just change and transition, and we're still in all of that. But February was more of a bit of a softer month, a bit of a kind of a recouping, a reclaiming, a lot of integrating and processing, the the foundation being laid down for the months ahead. For those, I'm not into astrology, but today Mars is going forwards. It's going direct. It's been in retrograde for a couple months. That only happens once every few years. And so that's going to lighten things up. And we are now in the year of the snake, and we are now in Pisces. All of these things are starting to happen. Pisces is the last sign in the astrological calendar. And so technically, as we move out of Pisces in the next month, we are wrapping up all of the lessons of last year. So this is sort of like a final, put the bow on the package and send it off kind of moment. So there'll be a lot of things just kind of wrapping up. So March might very well feel a lot like the new year is finally here. We have a monumental eclipse coming up in a couple of weeks. Again, these are not things that I specialize in and study, nor do I live my life according to all of these movements planetarily, but they're just things to just keep in mind, to be aware of. And there's also, amongst the eclipse, there's some other astrological markers coming up over the next month. I have always forecasted and felt like psychically and energetically, and this was going back all the way to October, November, like April was going to be a big month for all of us. So I'm not going to get into April right now, as we're still in February, and a lot of my practice now is really being present in the moment and not looking too far ahead or predicting or forecasting too far ahead, because then we miss what's happening in the moment. And a lot of the foundation that's being laid right now is based off of our current energy. So if we're projecting a lot into the future based on things that we think should happen or will happen, sometimes we're missing some of these key little touch points that are important to hit, so all of those things fall into place. So when I was writing this week's newsletter, I heard the phrase, buckle up, buttercup. And just feels like we really are going to, now more than ever, need to surrender into the events that are taking place in our lives, in our world. Another big message that I'm getting as I am recording this right now is just to also be very mindful who and how you share information with. And so the who part is just understanding, when you are focused on yourself and you are manifesting for yourself, you are positively affirming and you are in a momentum that you build intrinsically, not extrinsically. And so for people who build momentum extrinsically from motivation from others, or getting inspired by words of affirmation from others, or they get inspired by events happening in the world, that could bring their world tumbling down. And of course, if you're in a good spot, that person's going to want to come to you and attach to your energy. So just be mindful about who you exchange energy with and who you exchange information with. And then the how part is making sure, again, that comes from the inside and not the outside. So you're constantly taking care of your energy work. When you do energy work with me or massage, or maybe you go for a sauna or steam room, or maybe you do meditation, or maybe you like to do sound bath, or maybe you like to listen to some really nice music. Maybe you just like journaling or going for a walk. Or maybe you like to take an Epsom salt bath. These things should be part of your daily rituals things that you can do intrinsically to motivate yourself, to stay inspired, to stay connected as the things around us may be shifting and people may be also shifting and not feeling so grounded and not feeling so comfortable. Being mindful that that is not reflective of your internal experience, and being mindful to anchor into your heart energy. This is really important. We are here to experience as a collective being part of love, unconditional love first within ourselves before we can begin to share that in exchange with others. And so within that, we're doing our healings right now, doing a lot of that heart healing, that generational healing, doing a lot of maybe perhaps ancestral healing. It could just be in the immediate family lines in the past generation or so that you're just doing healing from how you were raised, and maybe how your parents were raised was reflective of how they raised you. All of those things are components right now of coming into this beautiful lens of self-love and loving ourselves unconditionally. Then as we view through this lens in the world outside, we are able to temper what's happening outside of us as we are feeling complete and at rest and feeling whole on the inside. So I hope this resonates with at least one person. As always, I am here and available for energy work and massage. We have a sound bath coming up on March 9th. That is a couple weeks from today, I believe. I think it's 2 weeks from today. We have a 2:30 to 3:30 group, and the 4 to 5 group is almost sold out. So I hope some of you can join. The link is on my website where you sign up for massage, and I wish you a wonderful end of the month.